So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. He's tried one! Oh, bang on target. Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. Conte! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Conte has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Some really good ball movement. Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto this. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. And he's there to retrieve it. Eto'o. Cantona. Messi heads it! This time surely! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Spain with the corner, they're first. He rises! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Stood up well to him there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The less said about that pass, the better. Mateus is sporting a guilty look after that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
No way through. Oh dear, less said about that pass, the better.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And the shot! Played out to the right. And the counter is on. Cafu. Mateus. Look at the space here. Oh, can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Spain head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the action is back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Mateus. David Villa. Musiala. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the...
Can he finish? And that certainly packed a punch. It's a mighty effort! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
For this match was 70,987.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way. That's good defensive concentration.
He's having a go! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Neymar. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Great hit! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
After 72 minutes is number 21, Luis Figo. Luis Figo. Luis Figo. Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Mateus threads one in. Well played. It's Figo! He should have put that one away.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
And it's Eto. Priol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Good spot, he's seen the run. He's one-on-one! Now the finish! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And the ball is out of play. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Figo. Cafu. Now it's Figo.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Batistuta. Number
Eto.
8.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And he welcomes it in.
Number 15.
Face to face. He's had a shot!
Number 9.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. It's anyone's ball now. That's that, the end. Spain can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Spain desperately failing to impose.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Nuno Mendes. a terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Has a look and has a go. Oh, split-second reaction.
Rodri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And here's Musiala. That's an excellent interception. Shot, David Villa! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today?
I would think there's an extremely good chance.
And it's Messi. David Villa. Still goalless. Conte is wide and looking to get onto this. And the shot! And again! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead.
Eto'o duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the...
And Messi! Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now, who's going to be first to this? It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vinicius Junior. Loose ball now, and the great hit! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Brazil grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback.
Eto'o! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, that's an excellent try, and once he picked it up, he headed forward with real intent.
Messi, Batistuta, and Batistuta!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Alexander-Arnold plays it, shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Bastoni with the clearance. And the first 45 minutes are up. Spain head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half. But the score at half-time is 1-1. David Villa! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Villa is offering a wry smile there.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Beckham. Now the finish! Goal!
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Brazil get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
He won't be happy with that one. Brazil are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be...
And the shot! And yes, it's there! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Spain can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Goalkeeper's ball. Nuno Mendes. It's run loose here. Costa Corta has a look and plays it forward. Just about up to 75 minutes. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. That's going to go a long way. They're back in possession and ready to go again. The fullback is in acres of space here. He's found the way through. Keeper's dealt with that.
And Messi!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Neymar.
Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 20, Fernando Torres.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
We have got a...
He's had a hit! He has done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Brazil could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Battered it to the flank. And he's managed to get free. Goes in for the header! It's in! Deep, deep into injury time! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claim...
And there goes the final whistle. Spain illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with. Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Oh, what has happened here? Now, what about a counter-attack? And that could set him on his way. And he's certainly onside. And the shot! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Sporting finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, nicely intercepted. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real
He's had a hit! He's got away with one there.
Really got in the face of his opponent to set it up. It's great grafting.
Messi. Great ball if he can get there. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Musiala actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Spain with the corner, they're first. Cleared without hesitation. Sporting are looking to go forward now. Now it's Batistuta, and he's onside, and the shot! Goal! Sporting! And the comeback is complete! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
to be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's going to be another corner, I think. Beckham to take it as usual. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Played back in. Sporting looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Cantona. Mbappe. Iniesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
David Villa. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Neymar. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. So we reached the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, that's well spotted. Julie is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
They get a throw in. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mbappe. Decent hit! He scores! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the lead now is 2.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Musiala. Oh, that hits one!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cantona. Can he finish? Goal! Just 1 goal in it now. Game on! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Substitution on the field. Number 17. Neymar.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Iniesta.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Son Heung-min chasing after it.
Substitution in progress.
David Villa.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Adams makes the interception. Cantona. David, there's the shot!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Played towards the other side. Beckham, distributed tidily. That is good alertness. So that's it. It is all over. Spain did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Aimed beyond the defence. Fernando Torres is wide and looking to get onto this. Aim forwards. Musiala.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they've got it again. Oh, what has happened here? He's found a way through. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Milan with the corner, there first. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And now they can clear their lines. Bellingham wins the duel this time. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Eto'o looking to run onto it. In with a header!
Spain!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van der Ven. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Mosquera producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Roberto Carlos clears. Musiala is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's intervened well there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He can run onto that. Great ball, and he's had a hit! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he's in on goal. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Spain, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He could be in here.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Kubasi. Bellingham. Yamal. Olise. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Fernando Torres. Now the ball's gone astray. Bellingham. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And Batistuta!
They want to be quick. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Dani Olmo. Yamal! And he comes up trumps again.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see.
Milan have their second corner now. Costa Curta gets it away. And here's Batistuta. Now, who's going to be first to this? Bellingham. And here's Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Substitution for Spain, number 23, Ito.
Spain choosing to make the first change.
Number 42.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Number 11, Neymar. Number 21,
Back in possession and ready to go again.
Number 15, De Bruyne.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Number 17, Beckham.
Bayer
Number
is
9,
there to clear.
Yamal.
Milan merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Costa Curta getting this one clear. And they're back on the ball again.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Here comes the corner.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And the shot!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Caught offside that time. He's played him through. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Great hit! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter.
And he'll shoot here! Oh, a delicate chip through. Shifted upfield. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Now the finish! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Worth a try, but not this time.
Beckham really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Costa Curta. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams...
And the shot! You've got to be quick to recover this. Courtois trying to keep this in. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Adams. Cantona. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Yamal.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's had it taken off him. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Haaland. Nice bit of trickery. Van de Ven. David Villa. That's a good ball out wide. Rafinha. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Costa Curta goes long and straight. And he's intervened well there. Conte engages and forces him off the ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Some first-half thoughts?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And now they can clear their lines. And he's there to retrieve it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 4, Cristiano
So the
Ronaldo.
manager can make a change for
Coming
the
on
first time in the
field
game here.
is
Well, he's someone
number
renowned
10,
for his pace and those
Mbappe.
darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
The attendance for this match was 72,000.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. He's picked his way through. Eto'o. That is good strength. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. It's a sweet ball, that. Yamal is in a really good position out wide. They've got a corner here. Cleared away. Conte. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Haaland. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Adams. Well, they can break here. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he thumps it clear. David Villa. Messi. Now it's Messi. Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, shooting chance!
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 6, Adams. Number 20, Yamal.
That's really well
Number
cleared.
8, Rafinha. Number 12,
Oh, perfectly
Beckham.
measured that.
Coming on the field,
Haaland finds
number
himself
15,
offside.
Franz Beckenbauer. Number 30, Messi. Number 11, Neymar. Number 18, Vinicius Junior. Substitutions taking
Adams
place.
does really well to win the ball there.
There will be
You
3
wonder
minutes added
if
time.
that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Haaland! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required. And the referee brings it to a close. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, games at this level don't come too much bigger than this one.
Hello,
90
everybody,
minutes to
and
decide
welcome to
whether they
today's
can
match.
take the big step up. The manager has challenged his players to deliver a statement, a warning shot to prospective opponents for next season. This is it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Spain cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Danger averted for now. Owen, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Van der Ven gets it clear. And he's intervened well there. Oh, perfectly measured that. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Ruben Dias, has been a revelation. I'd say his two strengths are the aggression with which he leads the defensive line and the awareness that never seems to fail him. That makes him a very stern test for any opposition attacker here.
Okay, interesting. Oh, that's a key interception. And he thumps it clear. It's a good spell of possession, this. Played back in. Backward it goes. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Costa Curta. Spain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Messi. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's a throw-in. Messi. And that'll be a goal kick. Costa Curta. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Chouameni. Musiala. Now it's Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kante makes the interception. Musiala. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's half-time here. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the game has already resumed here. So the first half brought no goals. Now it's Messi. Musiala. David Villa. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority. A cause of...
It's Zico! It's in!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Liverpool have fired themselves in front.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, that pass isn't the best.
The
Chip
attendance
through,
for this match
and he was quick to react.
71,898.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Messi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Substitution
Liverpool
on the
have
field.
turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Coming on the
And the break in
field
play
is
means they can now affect their
18.
change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
And he welcomes it in. Now this could be a chance.
He's had a shot! It's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Roberto Carlos cuts it out. It's a sweet ball, that. Look at this.
Now the finish! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cleared without complication. Roberto Carlos. Musiala is in a really good position out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Costa Curta. Now it's Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, the shot could be on here. Cantona. Van der Ven calmly anticipates. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, just skips past his man. Shot
There will
a
be 5
goal!
minutes added time.
Musiala. David Villa. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Van Dijk clears. And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, little question, but this is the box office game at this level today. Thank you for joining us. You've made a very good choice. There's so much resting on the game. It should be a cracker. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. The action has already started. Spain cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. David Villa. Messi has it in a wide position. Tar is there, and he can get that clear. So there's Massimo Otto, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday, and that was really impressive.
I remember a lot of those performances really well. He's looking to set... Tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Roberto goes short. Real chance! And he's following up! In he goes again! Danger averted for now. Oh, strongly challenged there. Cantona. Del Piero. And he's intervened well there. Spain still without a single shot on target. Rice gets over and intercepts.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Musiala. Now that's well seen too. And the keeper takes decisive action. And here's Owen. De Roberto. David Villa. And he's managed to get free. And no, that was never going to make it. Cleared without complication. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's in a good... Cantona! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cantona clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Otto. That's beautifully weighted. And Del Piero! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Now the finish! Now who's going to be first to this? And that is expertly dealt with. Cantona. That has been cut short. Eto'o. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cantona. Spain do have a chance to counter here. That is good alertness. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So the first half brought no goals. And there's green grass ahead of him. David Villa. And he's managed to get rid. Costa Curta. Conte. Eto'o. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's Roberto.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Keeper's ball.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Del Piero. Owen. That is a brilliant interception. Conte. Played with finesse. Now it's Owen. Oh, and the finish! He has done it! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Substitution for Spain, number 42, Musiala.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, they want to win this, Peter, plain and simple. Seal promotion right here, right now.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the...
He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Owen really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution for Spain, number 10, Messi.
So, time for changes
Number
on both
23,
sides, actually.
Eto'o.
Well, it's pretty obvious they have to change their approach
Number
if they
9,
want this, and they do.
Number 11, Neymar. Substitutions taking place.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Eto'o.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Oh, nicely intercepted. He's got David Villa! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Can he get onto this? And he was alert to it. And that was very necessary. Yamal is in a really good position out wide. And time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour. So it all boils down to this. The team so desperate to be up amongst the big hitters. And today, only a win suffices. It truly doesn't get any better, any bigger than this. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Spain come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Pass somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Spread out to the left. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Alvarez. Can he put it away? Goal! Barcelona! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Spain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Messi is onto it in a flash. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he was quick to react, looking for options for movement. Beckham. Cantona. Beckham. And he cuts out the supply. Musiala. Cantona. He can get that clear. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. David Villa. Oh, this is a great... Batistuta! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Beckham. Cantona. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Referee's given a throw. Musiala. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Costa Curta. Oh, that's clever.
There will be 1 minute.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that.
Cantona! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Defending was strong and firm. That could spell trouble. He's had a hit! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
pulling clear here. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
A case now of and Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Danger averted for now. And that is a little undercooked.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of...
Oh, what a mistake! And the shot! In for the pieces! Cantona! He has done it! Cantona at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Oh no, this does not look good. Costa Curta. And it's Di Maria. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Messi. Van Dijk makes the interception. The ball has bounced loose now. Messi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Well, there's the clearance. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Messi. Beckham. Cantona. Can he spark a counter here? He's through here. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Di Maria in acres of space out wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's had a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
And that will be it. It's the day when it all caught up with them. The whole season has
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. So off we go then. He steps in, and that's the end of that. So there's Massimo Otto, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday, and that was really impressive.
I remember a lot of those performances really well. Batistuta, can he finish? And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, he's bustling through here. Has a goal! He's got a goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Germany are doing very nicely, thank you.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
That has been knocked clear. Germany have it back, and he rises! Just off target. Foot in. Mbappe. Adams cuts out the pass. Batistuta, and the shot! And more, and more, and more! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
And Batistuta! Oh no, that was never going to make it. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Bellingham. Quality ball. Messi hits one! Outstanding save to keep that out. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a climb! Otto getting this one clear. Germany are looking to go forward now. Batistuta couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, that's fabulous. That is great defending, so alert. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's being shifted off it. Messi. Gnabry. Van der Ven makes the interception. Moved on forwards. Works it
There will be
forward.
3 minutes
Well timed,
added time.
excellent interception. It's a sweet ball, that.
Pretty robust defending.
Batistuta, and he's cut it out. Time and again they are repelled. And the half-time whistle goes. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
Substitution.
And we're underway again. Barcelona changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score. Now it's Gnabry. Oh, no joy this time. Some resolute defending there. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Jorginho. Iniesta.
Germany have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And he's only too happy to take that back. And another try! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display, what a player.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Can he latch on to this? Shapes to shoot! No, it's wide.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Costa Curta cuts it out. No, that's been intercepted. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Corner. It's their second corner of the game. Terrific header! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Gnabry. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Decent hit! Romani clears it away. Otto. And now a sudden chance to counter. And That is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, easy pickings there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
That's a shade optimistic. Chouameni gets good distance on it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's in plenty of space here. And he's there to clear it. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Jorginho. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. And there goes the final whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Messi. Mbappe. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That has been cut short. Mbappe. He's played him through. Now, Casemiro has been a serial winner throughout his career, and it didn't take long for him to lift his first trophy in England.
Yeah, and he opened the scoring in the final with a header.
Yes, he did, and that turned out to be the winning goal. First time his side had won the competition since 2017, and his impact was immediate. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Iniesta. And it's Messi.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Drogba. And he was quick to react. Tchouaméni, can he spark a counter here? Cantona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Deftly away.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nicked it back promptly. Costa Curta. Well timed, excellent interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Cantona really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's gone looking for safety. And the first half is done. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Some first-half thoughts?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So off we go once more. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. He is through here. And it's Casemiro. Casemiro cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility.
And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Bayern deals with it effortlessly. Serginho. Adams. De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Just about up to the hour now. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, that pass isn't the best. And smartly reclaimed. Mbappe. That is lovely. Hullet. And Hullet!
Hullet made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And now they can clear their lines. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Drogba. He's found a way through. And they can counter here. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, super ball. Cristiano Ronaldo! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Upamecano getting this one clear. And it's Cristiano. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And again the keeper stands strong.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Drogba! No, he couldn't get hold of it. De Bruyne. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Played with finesse. Good ball over the top. And we're done. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
And all that Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. So off we go then. Messi. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Decent progress down the left. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And we have our very first corner. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Upamecano gets a foot in here.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, that was vital. Iniesta with the clearance. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Roberto Carlos. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Palmer. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Palmer providing an outlet on that flank. And a shot! Goal! Manchester United! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Palmer. Havertz, given the lift of his goal. Can he get away here? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! No, he couldn't get hold of it.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Havertz! And we've reached half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Quick reminder today.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution.
And the action is back on the way.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Costa Curta. Beckham. Well, that's an inviting ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he thumps it clear. Barcelona still this single goal behind. Cantona had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that...
Big chance!
They would have been...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. This time, surely. It's there. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Musiala. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, what has happened here? Adams might just make this. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Beckenbauer. Musiala.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike.
Oh, what a climb! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
And here's Neymar. Iniesta.
Shapes to shoot!
Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, they're definitely going about things the right way, Peter. A goal soon can bolster energy levels now.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's a sweet ball, that. And he's managed to get free. He's going for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
He's looking for the runner here. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions, attacking-wise, can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, this looks sharp. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Alexander-Arnold. No, he refuses to take the bait. France yet to have an attempt on goal. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Costa Curta. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Adams. France finding their passes. Eto'o, and the shot! Looking for the run. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Messi. Conte.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Adams gets it clear. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's looking to set free a runner, and he's being shifted off it. Gets his pass away. Pass somewhat off target. Well read, nice interception. Chouameni. He's through here. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's in on goal. Plays a delicate ball. Oh, that's clever. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cleared without complication. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Iniesta. And he's quick to snatch it back. Pinches it off him. Costa Curta. Interesting ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well timed, excellent interception. Good spot, he's seen the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Still waiting for the first breakthrough. but not for the want of trying. Well, it's cause for mild irritation. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Messi. Fires from distance. Iniesta. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Mbappe. That's gone for a throw-in. And we've reached half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 18, Mbappe.
And the action is back underway.
Number 10.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
David Villa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
There's the hit! He scores! And finally, he has breathed life into the game!
With a predatory goal.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have the first goal.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
And he's picked out the run. That is a brilliant interception. And he's managed to get rid. Eto'o. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos. And that has left him in a heap. Beckham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That is a great pick out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Owen is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. That's just playing it safe and simple.
David Villa looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
70,987.
60 minutes played. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Has a look and plays it forward. Eto'o. Ball's gone out of play. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
The message is clear. None shall pass. Eto'o. Can he get it through? Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Iniesta. He can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. Iniesta. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Zaire Emery. And here's Cantona. Now the finish! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Eto'o. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Back into the middle. Shot. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that's a fine interception. So the team's separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Bastoni is there to clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Beckham is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Just 5 minutes left. And he thumps it clear.
Barcelona have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Oh, well played. And he's there to clear it. Beckham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Owen. And Owen! It's a loose ball. And that has been clubbed away. And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Serginho picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Goal!